Alright, good morning everyone. Hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. It really helps me out and you never want to miss a video of mine. I'm looking a little... I feel like in every video you see that I'm just not looking that good. But basically, if you guys don't know, today I am going to be putting, I'm going to be setting up... Okay, our cat's gotten like a fight, so mind that. But today I'm going to be setting up my mice's cage because if you guys didn't know, there are so many videos on it now. I introduced my mice, or I got new mice from Craigslist, and I just introduced them yesterday to my mice, and it's time to put them in their permanent cage. If you didn't watch my video that I introduced them in, I didn't actually like show the video of the initial thing, but they're living in this little bin for right now just so I could keep an eye on them, and they are doing so great. I'm gonna pop up a couple of pictures of them actually sleeping. Well, they weren't sleeping together, but they were all cuddled up together. Like, they love each other. So it's time to introduce them into their new cage. I have a bunch of bedding. They're gonna have like really crazy colors because I don't know, for my mice I love to do that. And then their cage is just going to absolutely look really crazy. I have a lot of work to do because this is their lid right now. Like, this has been their lid, and I have to transfer all of this and some more onto, I won't show you guys, but it's the it's the 40-ounce breeder. Like, I have to transfer all that stuff, so that's gonna take a long time. But first, I'm just going to put all the bedding and everything in, and then we'll get to like the lid and stuff, because that's the most important part for my mice, at least. Like, my 3 mice, they've had like hanging toys pretty much their whole entire life, and so they're like so used to it. I'm really excited to see how these 3 new mice do with hanging toys, because like, they never had any, and with the cage that they were in, they still didn't have any. Anyway, I'm basically just going to film it. I think I'm going to do a time lapse just because usually if I do it just a regular speed, I usually cut out way too much of it, and then I feel bad for not getting enough footage. So we're just going to do a time lapse, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's get to it. Real quick though, I'm going to tell you guys what bedding I am using. I'm going to be using this like a birthday cake. Don't worry, no scented. It's Clean and Cozy KT, and yeah, this is going to be like the crazy colors. This would be such a good Easter one. If you guys want Easter colors, I really recommend that. That would be really cute. And then I'm going to be using the rest of this All Living Things. This was like, I think that this was their Christmas one. I mean, I used it for my Christmas one, and so I'm just going to be putting the rest in here because that will give us enough. And then I don't have enough bedding. I have All Living white bedding, so I'll definitely have enough bedding for this cage. Alrighty guys, so now that this is done, it is a little bit bare, but the reason for that is just because I don't have a lot of toys that have like a lot of entrances out of it, just because I still don't know if they're gonna fight, and I don't want to just like be like, oh, now they're okay because they've spent a night together and they haven't fought. And so yeah, I am a little nervous. I gave them a wider bowl. This is the same amount of what it would be in for their usual bowls, but it's just bigger. So it's not more food, it's just a bigger or wider bowl, which I wanted to do because I didn't want them fighting around that, because food is the biggest thing to fight over. So here's just a little look over. Here's like a little tin. Here is a cardboard box. They've been loving cardboard boxes. I just cut a couple holes in them, and they absolutely love it for tunnels. There is actually a little tunnel right here. There's that. There's this little house that came with this house. This ceramic house that I got from Dollar Tree. There is 2 wheels. Here's the water bottle. And yeah, so it is a little bit bare. I think I'll probably add a hide over here after a couple of days. And I'll just like slowly, obviously, add in hides. I really do like the bedding. The bedding is very crazy. I got these like little paper things from Dollar General. And then I showed you guys the other types of bedding, but it is really crazy, honestly. If you could see, I added in like this and that, and then I realized that I had these, and I was like, oh, I should add them in. So I'm hoping that they'll like these. I've had them in the cage before. It's obviously not a full bedding, like I wouldn't recommend. Why is it not focusing on it? Obviously I wouldn't recommend this being like their full bedding, like I wouldn't recommend that. I wouldn't recommend those being the full bedding, but I'm now going to do this project, which is going to take me the longest, I think, because one, I have to like make sure that I'm doing it in like the right spots. I think I'm not going to add these 2 hammocks for now, because that's the only climbing toy that they can't run from if they're on it. So I don't know how that's going to go, because it really does fill up in the space, and they actually do use it to like climb on top of it. Like you can see bedding up there, and like they do use it. So I'm a little nervous for that. Oh, I forgot to put these in. Oh, and I need to put in their cheese thing, because over there is usually where here, I'll show you. So now their cage is very bare. This is always next to their food. I always put it next to their food. It's just kind of a tradition now. Just like how with Avery, I always used to put this like in her cage, and she would always put it next to her nest. So now it's in her little vase. So yeah. I'm gonna go to, as you can tell, I'm kind of putting off. I mean, I'm excited to do this, but I am a little nervous because it's gonna be a lot more work, because it's a bigger lid, and I have a lot more like stuff to put on and fill in space. I do have other like hammocks and stuff. Here, I'll show you guys. I do have like this hammock. I don't know if I'm gonna put this in. It is actually a pretty big one, so I might actually put it in. And this used to be my mice's favorite. Like right here you go, there's cotton in it. Like this used to be their favorite. This was I had this one on before these 2 yellow and blue ones, and this was like their favorite, but they unfortunately chewed it off. I have to put it on. Their food, their yummy food. So yeah, I'm gonna get to it. Alright guys, so here's what the cage looks like. I just only put cotton in right now, because it looks like her ear was a little red. I don't know if they got in a fight or not, but I don't know if you can kind of tell. But here's what their cage looks like. We're going to continue to put more. Basil here. Next. He's a little baby. Oh. No way. Oh, can you not? Let's see. Daisy and Sage.
You are brave to have Daisy. She's crazy. Daisy's crazy.
Crazy Daisy. Here's little Binky. I want to show you guys kind of how her face has changed so much. Like, look at her little blonde face. It's so cute. Okay. All right. Your turn. She's a little shy. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's so many of them. They're just all crazy. There's little Sage. There's little Cotton. There's Daisy. Oh. Okay, well, no trouble. You like that? She wants to go in there, but she can't reach it. Oh, she went in it. There she went. Like I said, I don't have all their toys up. I do need to put like one over here. I would like to fill it up a lot more. Like there's some space over here, there's some space over here, so it's gonna get a lot more full. I still have some of them, but I'm still just making sure that they're all friendly with each other before I put in like hammocks that they'll be like trapped into to each other, if that kind of makes sense. Hey, do not be chewing on that. I might have to retire this because that's a special memory and I do not want these new mice ruining it. So we'll see about that. But we have little Binky.
It's funny that Sage is the one that's exploring up top.
Hi. Hi, baby. No sign of Oak. Hey, Binky. Okay, so it's actually kind of been hours, not like super long, because I think I filmed that video, or like putting them in the cage not so long ago. But they've been in here for a little bit. I did change it up a little bit because this was just like really weird, because I have this bridge that I connect this side to this side, because there is this little opening thing, which if you have mice, or if you have, honestly, the hamster wasn't so bad, but honestly with Elliot it was completely fine. Like I didn't really mind having this or not. Like it wasn't like I needed it or whatever. But if you have mice, I really recommend getting one of these opening things, because it's so much nicer, since there's so much stuff on their lid. There's so much stuff on their lid that it is such a hasslement to take it off. And I usually have I don't know where I put their hammocks. Oh, I usually have like hammocks like this on their cage, which I will be putting in, just making sure that they're still friendly and, you know, not any fights at all. Just making sure of that before I put in something like that where they can cuddle and stuff. So usually they love to go and sleep in that. So it's such a hasslement if I need to change their water, if I need to change their food, if I need to clean their wheel. Like, it's such a hasslement, and so it's so much nicer. So if you do have a mouse, or if you have mice, I really recommend getting one of these if you're getting like a tank or something. All right, so this is what it looks like. I honestly really love it. I am so happy that I bought this. Like, it's so gorgeous. I see you, Avery, make an appearance twice in here. She's like, don't forget about me. Yeah, I really like that sign, and I think that it adds such a nice touch. So you guys should definitely go on Etsy and like try and find a sign. Like, obviously it was custom, but like I think that that makes it like so like poppy. Like, that's why I love getting the names on their cage. Obviously I have all of their names: Basil, Sage, Cotton, Binky, Daisy, and Oak. It looks a little hectic, and I actually got a recommendation that I should probably put Binky, Daisy, and Oak on like the other side. The only thing is I feel like it's going to like block both sides. I'd rather only have one side blocked, and like it's not that bad because like the food's over there, and look, like I can still easily film. There's Daisy right there. But I really do like it. I think it makes it look really like nice having the mice sign. I do want to obviously eventually get more pictures. These are just my favorite pictures of, there's Cotton, there's Basil, there's Sage, and then there's Basil and Sage. These are just my favorite, and these are ones that I actually got to put over on this wall because you see how plain Jane that is. So I am eventually gonna obviously add and like hopefully make that whole entire wall like kind of micey, because obviously this is the mice corner. So yeah, I really do like it. Like I said, there will be updates on my Instagram, so if you want to see updates, go on there. But hopefully I'll be making a lot more videos on here about them. So if you guys want to see a lot of videos, let me know, or like if you want to see videos about them. Alright, I think that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's so exciting that they are introduced and in their new cage. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all at my next video. Sorry that this video is so long. Bye, guys.